What fabric should you use in your camper build? And are some of the really high-end brands necessary to be purchased for a good result? We're going to find out. Hey everybody, welcome to Random Fix. So in this video, we're going to be talking about fabrics and upholstery for vans. So if you guys are into this kind of content, make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up, as I'm going to share with you guys my story on how I ended up with all this fabric, some things that I learned, and some things I wish I would have knew from the very beginning, because I would have saved myself a lot of time and headaches and not had all this fabric laying around, even though it was stated to be the best. So now let's jump into upholstery. So this particular piece that I'm holding right here is going to be a piece of wood that is actually going to be wrapped in some heather gray marathon tweed. And marathon tweed is supposed to be the best material to work with. Guess what, guys? It's kind of pricey. So when I was looking to do this 170 extended, I knew I was going to need a lot of fabric. And just this fabric alone cost me over 500 bucks and about $150 in shipping. And the honest truth is, I found another tweed fabric like this that is very close in color. And I happened to discover this by accident, by the way. And this right here cost anywhere from $7 to $13 per yard, depending on when you get it. And guess what? When you buy over $100, the shipping is free. So automatically you're going to be saving money. Again, this is not a sponsored video, and I'm just going to share with you guys what I learned. Now, this material in black right here is actually marathon tweed. This is the black material that I used towards the front of the van and also in the back, which I'll show you guys. And again, I found very similar characteristics between both of the fabrics, the one that I found by accident and the name brand stuff here from Marathon. And this is known as Marathon Tweed. It's also known as Duramax, depending on who you buy it from. To me, I actually like using the cheap stuff, and I'll tell you guys why. So let me back up for a second and talk about the correct way of actually doing a panel. So the correct way of actually upholstering a panel is to use some of this foam material here on the actual wooden panel. And I used 1/4-inch boards from Home Depot. And when I first started, they were $20 for a 4x8. By the time I finished, 3 months later, they were $37 for a 4x8. I did not use this particular foam here, as I discovered that when I put this foam on here, it started getting pretty thick. And there's another option when it comes down to fabric. You can actually buy fabric that has this incorporated into it. It just starts getting to be really expensive. I have quite a few yards here that I didn't use, that I figured out the panel started looking bulky. So this fabric right here has the foam incorporated into it. And I didn't like the color as well. You can see it's got a yellowish color, and I wanted something that was gonna look a little bit more steelish, considering that my van is black. What I found out is by me using the right glue here, this is 3M77. I also tried 3M90. This stuff is amazing. The 3M90 was not that great with fabric. And whether I decided to use the Marathon Tweed and pay up to get this and also pay for shipping, or to use this other brand here, and I'll leave a link to where I got this from in the video description box down below, I was getting similar results. I actually found that the aftermarket fabric here was stretchy, because this right here is a 4-way stretch, and that's why everybody likes to work with it. This material here was also stretchy, but it frayed a lot less. The Marathon Tweed frays very easily. So let me show you guys where I use this throughout the van. So this right here is Marathon Tweed. I wrapped this particular B-pillar transition that I purchased from RB Components, as my particular van did not have a cover back here. So this was all just exposed. Whether it was the Marathon Tweed or the other cheaper stuff that I found, they were very easy to apply without that foam or the foam built into the fabric. And then I went and basically made a little transition piece similar to that panel that I was sent right here from here to here, and it looks really nice. Additionally, I was able to go through and use the Marathon Tweed with the 3M77 to go and cover up some of these slider areas here, and it did very well. And putting the cheaper material here on wooden pieces to cover up some weird holes was very easy. I did one here and I did one right here. So let me show you guys the roof area here. Again, I purchased these panels here, and I'll leave you guys a video to that, as these panels made the whole van build very easy. And then I made those particular panels for the van, and my 13-year-old son actually did them. And the whole reason I built the panels like this is because in case the vehicle ever needed to be serviced, I can easily pull these off with just 2 or 3 screws. So to pull off this panel and get access to all my wiring and anything else, I can just remove these 2 plus that little tiny screw that holds in this particular trim piece, as there's a wire that runs right here and I didn't want it to show. Now let me show you guys the back area here. So this is the back area, and I found these particular pieces and basically just upholstered them. And I did the same for this side. And down here, instead of upholstering this, I went through and just put covers on. And I did the same for the top area. I went through and just used that Marathon Tweed in black. This does come in black as well. I just didn't order it at the time, and it would have probably worked out just as well. I'm going to go and summarize and conclude this video by saying the following. The shipping costs alone for this particular fabric was almost the same price as all the fabric that I used in the van for a 170 extended, with the roof panels, the side panels, and I also have a lot of leftovers. And I can honestly tell you guys, after I figured out which glue I should be using and not the expensive stuff, and buying this locally at stores like Walmart and avoiding buying it on Amazon, it got to be dramatically cheaper, as I was buying the little tiny cans for double the price of this one. If you have any questions that I did not answer, please comment down below and I'll do my best to get back to you and point you guys in the right direction. And by the way, if you live in Texas near the Dallas area and you want a fantastic deal on a lot of fabric and some of this foam, message me, as I honestly don't have any need for this ultra high-end fabric, and I'll list the colors down below and the quantity. And as always guys, make it a great day.